Hello, everyone. Hope you are well on this Sunday morning. Here we go again. Yes, we called it, didn't we? I'll go more into that in a minute. I will say I'm going to talk about 3 different things that are of great interest here. Also, I have a very good verse towards the end of the video that will resonate with many of you, especially this day and time. So stay tuned for that. I'm noticing more and more people out there wearing masks. Masks again. I can't say that word today. Um, Especially depending on location. Not so much right here where we live. I'm seeing a couple of people here and there. But Miss Dawg and I spent some time in the classic city of Georgia, Athens, Georgia, yesterday. Now, y'all know it's a university. Those of you who don't know, is home to the University of Georgia, classic university town. So you get what I mean there. Hey, I love Athens. I love it. Went to school there, all that stuff. But it is a bastion. It is a bastion, and I saw more people, of course, wearing masks there. We did witness a young lady driving her car yesterday afternoon with a mask on. She was alone in the car. So there's that. Seeing more of that lately. I don't. Okay. Hey, you do what you do. Do you? Do what you have to do. Um, I will leave you alone because we want to be left alone too, but we're not being left alone. That's another story, probably another video. Looks like a hurricane is coming into Southern California. Let's keep them in prayer. I have quite a few viewers here that live in the Southern California area, believe it or not. So watching little old me out here in Georgia, I appreciate it. But if you are in that area that's being affected, if you're able to, let us know what's going on there and there on the ground. We appreciate it. Let's see. Taylor Swift. Now, it's a name, won't mention on this channel much, but I saw some stories just breezing through social media earlier. She's got this big Eras. That's an interesting choice for the name of her concert tour. ERAS, Eras, I guess. I can't remember a time when a entertainment artist, whatever you want to call it, entertainment figure has captured the attention of so many people. Um, it's very interesting. I'd like your thoughts on that. Now, I know every now and then a big star comes on the scene and does this, but it's very interesting. I did read where this tour she's in the middle of, tickets for that thing to see her in concert in live. Now, by the way, it's drawing thousands and thousands of people. It's unreal. Tickets to that thing are averaging $700 to $800 at the low end for the cheap seats. Okay, the nosebleed, so to speak, sections, $700 to $800, y'all, to see a concert. I'm sorry, but I'm not seeing anybody in concert for that. No, even a fraction of that. Okay, but that's just me. We're different. I know. Anyway, speaking of eras, or almost that word, Eros is the new thing. It's the new wave, and we knew another wave was coming, though, didn't we? Now, I will not doubt people are getting sick. People that I know personally from the channel. I've heard from several of you, more than several of you, by email that you are struggling right now with this, with being sick, and it's going around for sure. I have a family member in healthcare, and they are seeing a great uptick in it here in Georgia, and I know they're saying this is spreading, and this wave they're calling Eris, Eris. Now, look that up. In mythology, Eris is a Greek goddess of strife and discord. The Roman equivalent is Discordia. I think that's very interesting. I'm not sure. It was unclear how that became the name of this particular wave. I'll call it a wave. But it does appear we have another health crisis, uh, health crisis on our doorstep, and it's here. So get your rice, beans, spam, toilet paper before the run on stores. Will that happen? I don't. I'm kind of saying that in jest. Will that happen again? I don't know. I don't think it will. It depends. I think the timing of this is very interesting. Uh, as we've said here before, I mean we're getting close to election season, the cycle again. We know from the past when we have these two kinds of events merge, health crisis and voting cycle, election cycle, whatever, converging, that means what? It means mail-in voting, and we know what that means, don't we? Uh, like I said, I know some people that are struggling. I've had some family members that are still struggling with this sick, and traditionally these things don't really get going until like the flu and all that in the fall, winter. And we're still in the hot part of a summer. I mean, we're getting towards the end of it, but will they do lockdowns again? I don't know. People have asked me what I think. It depends. I think they really want to. I think the hunger for that among the powers that should not be, the hunger for power is great. It is great. It is really something, isn't it? That thirst and hunger for power and for humans is in general is really something, isn't it? I mean, you really think about it. But I think they really want it, because they've talked about it for climate emergency, and now this is coming along. So one or both, it could result in that. Now, if they try to do that and say, all this, I think it'll largely be ignored, depending on your location. Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Texas. Well, I don't know about Texas anymore these days. Um, you know, your places like Montana, or it would, except in the cities, except in the larger cities, of course. I think it'd be largely ignored. Uh, Now, Athens, Georgia, or Boston, those places, New York City. Can't speak for them, but I, I think they will. I think that will they will try, because again, that power grab is so strong. But they just won't leave us. They won't leave us alone, and that's a problem. But it's obvious that we are not going to be left alone, and that's a dangerous road. It really is. I think the only reason that it hasn't led to more, let's say, certain types of conflict, I think the only reason that it hasn't led to that is that the two sides are fairly of equal number, somewhat, might be 60 to 40. If and when that tilts one way down to where it's like 70-30, heaven forbid 80-20, that is when, and it may happen anyway, but that is when all bets are off, and look out, okay? Because historically, we know that very, very bad things follow then, okay? It might anyway, y'all. It might. Um, but a very dangerous road that we are treading, and I think it could go either way. Now, a couple more generations from now, goodness gracious, who knows? Yeah, we may be probably long gone by then, but who knows? But food, water, do our prep, okay? Um, I think I was talking to this Dawg about this last night, but I think it's time to get back on the regimen. Now we take our vitamins and all that kind of stuff, but definitely get back on the regimen of zinc, doing some extra. Your zinc, vitamin C, D, K, along with D. complex B. I can't remember if they call it B complex B vitamins. Again, your zinc. We have colloidal silver. Um, that's a good idea to have. There's some others I'm not thinking of right now. Fill in the gaps for me. Share your thoughts. What are you doing? How serious are you taking this? Are you struggling? Are you sick? Let us know if you're dealing with this already. But yeah, we knew this was coming. We knew it was coming again. And it's kind of, it says something about how we can just predict this stuff, doesn't it? Really. Um, anyway, share your thoughts again on this. I'm going to read a passage. This one is from Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20. It's a good one. Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm. Now, especially this day and time, really any time, but who you keep company with is really, in a large way, not always, but who you are. We've all probably been in the situation to where we weren't keeping, let's say, the best company, and that influences us. It really does. And no matter what side you're on politically, whatever, I think we need a lot of grace, extend grace, and listen to one another, uh, and try not to be too quick to judge. We need that so badly right now. But however, the extremes, we have to not let ourselves be influenced by that, and have nothing to do with that. Rebuke it and move on, or run from that. Run from the extreme evil, and stand up to it, but don't be around it. Don't choose to put yourself with it. You know what I mean? And let's support each other. Be around those who will support you. The ones who want to tear you down and be argumentative all the time and are just toxic. Have nothing to get away. Get away from that. It's only going to tear you down. Don't let it take you down. Okay. Be with those who are going to support you, uphold you, and build you up. And you do that in return, of course. Okay. So hope that makes sense. Again, let's keep preparing, because we know these things are coming at us, and something else may come out of left field that may just really sucker punch us. That can always happen. So let's always be preparing and keep praying, and be safe. God bless you. See you soon.